Hi everyone and welcome. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to edit and clean a voice recording using Adobe Audition. We go step by step and I'll explain everything in simple way so that even if you're new to audio editing, you can follow and practice while watching. You will learn how to remove background noise, make the voice sound clear, adjust the volume and export your audio so it's ready to use in a podcast or maybe for a video or any project. Let's go. So let's start by opening Adobe Audition. We go to File, Open. We're gonna select the file that we're gonna work on. Open. So when you open a file this way, Adobe Audition automatically opens in the waveform editor, which is perfect for working on a single audio file. So before we start editing, let's go over some basics. Press the space bar to play and pause your audio.
Bonjour, vous êtes bien sur le répondeur de Gérard. Laissez un message.
You can zoom in and out using your mouse scroll wheel. So zooming in lets you see breaths, silences, and small mistakes more clearly. So you can also click anywhere on the waveform to move the playhead and start listening from that point.
D'avoir été distante, d'avoir aimé, jamais su te parler. Les mots.
So take a moment to listen to your audio and get familiar with how it sounds. This will help you know what to fix as we edit. Now we're going to clean up the background noise. So sometimes recordings have unwanted sounds like a fan, maybe air conditioner or room hum. So Adobe Audition can remove this quickly using the noise. First, select your entire audio. Then go to Effects. We're gonna click to Noise Reduction/Restoration and then the noise. So in the noise window, you'll see a slider for amount here. Start with a low value around maybe 50 to 70% so it doesn't affect the voice. Now we're going to listen after we did
Bonjour.
the noise. Then we're going to click on Apply.
Bonjour, vous êtes bien sur le répondeur de Gérard. Laissez un message, je vous rappellerai.
Listen to the audio. If you hear some noise still, you can undo and try a slightly, maybe higher setting. So now we've cleaned up the background noise. We can make the voice sound even clearer using equalization or EQ. Equalization lets us adjust different parts of the sound. The lows, speaking of the bass, the mids, and the highs, treble, to make the voice sound natural and professional. So for voice recordings, I usually do it like this. Now we're going to click on Effects, Filter, and Equalization, and then choose Parametric Equalizer. So here, we're going to go for the lows. We're going to turn them down a little to remove any muddiness or rumble. Like this. And for the mids, we're going to leave them as they are, or maybe give a slight boost so the voice sound clear. And for the highs, the treble, we're going to lift them just a bit to make the voice brighter and easier to understand.
Je n'ai jamais su te parler. Les mots restaient coincés. J'ai pas su être présent ni te dire les choses.
Perfect. So if you want your audio to have that nice podcast-like feel, we can use equalization again. So first of all, we're going to click apply to this. And then we're going to select filter and equalization again, parametric equalizer, and then loudness maximizer. So for the loudness maximizer, we're going to look for this point here in the middle. So look for the point here in the middle and just lower it slightly. So this small change helps the voice sound fuller and more like a professional podcast. Let's hear.
Bonjour, vous êtes bien sur le répondeur de Gérard. Laissez un message, je vous rappellerai. Je n'ai jamais su te parler. Les mots restaient.
We're going to click apply. So now that the voice is clear, we want to make sure the volume is consistent. So some parts of the recordings may be louder and some quieter. Using compression helps smooth this out and it's easier to listen to. We go Effects, Amplitude and Compression, and we're going to choose Dynamic Processing. So in the Dynamic Processing window, choose the default preset. And then slightly increase the point in the middle.
Pense fallait mieux que les mots, qu'un regard suffisait, mais je me trompais. Pardonne-moi d'avoir été dist.
So this small adjustment helps the voice sound full and more balanced. Click Apply.
Bonjour, vous êtes bien sur le répondeur de Gérard. Laissez un message, je vous rappellerai.
Now that our voice is clear and balanced, the last step before exporting is normalization. So normalizing sets the audio to a consistent maximum level, making sure it's loud enough without causing distortion. To do this, select your entire audio again. Then go to Effects, Amplitude and Compression, and choose Normalize Process. Set the level to around -3 dB and click Apply. So this ensures your audio is ready to use and sound professional. So now let's do some manual cleanup. Sometimes recordings have distracting breaths or clicks. For the breaths, we just silence them so the voice still flows naturally.
On rit, tu dis que et je vois.
For the clicks, we use the spot helium brush here to remove them quickly. We click on this one, this spot called spot helium brush tool, and we do some manual cleanup.
Regardez. Oh, vous êtes bien sur le répondeur de Gérard. Laissez un message. Le répondeur de Gérard. Bonjour, vous êtes bien sur le...
Now that the audio is clean, clear, and balanced, the last step is to export it. Go to File, Export, File. Choose where you want to save your audio and give it a name. So, for the location, here we have the downloads. So we're gonna name it audio file. Then select the format you need. I'm gonna go for the WAV format. And then we click to export the audio. And now your audio is ready to use.